My mouth is full of tarry black candy. Licorice needles, Mrs. Carlson calls them. She gave me a few long pieces, said I could have the whole jar if I didn't mess up reading today. It's strange tasting stuff, and it separates into lots of little strands as I chew, sticking in between my teeth. She's fallen asleep at the kitchen table, and I wonder if there's anywhere I can spit it out. But it's my first time at her house, and I want to make a good impression on the old lady. Mom's decided I'm going to go read to her every day after school until I start passing 7th grade English, or until Mrs. Carlson tells her I've improved enough. If she likes me, maybe she'll let me go early today. You forgot to say thank you. Her voice makes me jump. There goes the good impression. Sorry, I thought you fell asleep. It's hard to tell. She wears these big dark glasses because of her weak eyes. She's mostly blind, my mom said this morning, and she agreed to tutor you for free. It's a win-win. Your reading will get better and she'll be able to enjoy her books again. Then she raced off to work. Start reading. Mrs. Carlson lays a cold hand on my wrist. Her skin is crinkly and weird, with blue veins roping all across the tops of her fingers. Fragile looking. If anyone shook her hand too hard, I think the veins might pop and she could bleed to death. Old people are gross. I opened the book she set down in front of me. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. It's by this guy, Edgar Allan Poe. It's long and boring, but at least there aren't any hard words. I pause anyway. There's a girl who lives down the street with the same name, Annabel Lee. She's about 3 years younger than me, and I saw her over at Mrs. Carlson's the day before, picking some big flowers out of the yard. It left a sort of bare patch in the front garden. I wonder if the old lady saw her too. Don't stop, Mrs. Carlson whispers hoarsely. 3rd stanza, first 4 lines. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee. Stealing my flowers, Mrs. Carlson mutters as I finish. Humph. She smiles, then pulls the book out of my hands and slips me a different paper. Now quickly, this one, she says. The whole thing exactly as it's written. This one's harder. It's in old-fashioned cursive writing with lots of curlicues. Her handwriting? I'm not sure. The words are hard. I don't even know what most of them mean, and I stumble a bit, but not too bad. Purloin, pillage, pilfer, plunder. Hand that takes must suffer thunder. Feel the pinch of consequence. Thieving part, be severed hence. Before I even get the last word out, she shoves a scrap of newspaper toward me. Read the weather report. Quickly, quickly. I shake my head, wondering how Mom could have thought this lady was going to help me get better at reading. I'm pretty certain she thought I'd be reading real books. Quickly now! She sounds really upset I've stopped, so I read as fast as I can.